Hi, this is Steve, and if you like this video, don't hesitate to press like and subscribe. Hey, this is Steve from True Health, and today I am out here on a very windy day in spring. It is the 22nd of April, and I'm going to be planting a goji berry. So this goji berry that I'm planting was actually a cutting from one last year, a cutting that was only this big, and it turned into pretty much a bush. So I'm going to be planting that today and showing you what it looks like, where I'm going to plant it, what kind of container I'm going to put it in, and all that type of stuff. So stay with me, and there should be some good tips that you can pick up when you actually are going to plant your goji berry. So we're going to fill this wheelbarrow with a lot of this compost, and then I'm going to mix it up with some other ingredients as well, and we'll get started. Alright, so what you're seeing here is all the different things that I'm going to be using to plant the goji berry. And if you're not familiar with goji berries, its real name is the Lycium barbarum, which is in the Solanaceae family. And if you don't know what that is the tomato family. So everything that's in the nightshade family, peppers, also tomatoes, all that type of stuff, is going to be in that same family. So if you've actually tried goji berries before, they do have kind of an odd taste to them, but they are so amazing for your health. And one of the things that they do have is pretty much a complete protein structure. So if you're eating them, you're going to get really good protein sources, and you're going to get a lot of vitamins and minerals, and also a high vitamin C content as well. So they are pretty awesome. Now this plant right here is a goji berry that I actually started last year from a little start, and I just clipped off a piece of one of these, and I actually put it in rooting powder, and last year this is what that became, and yeah, it really took off. So really happy about that. So I'm going to try to clone a bunch of these from my main goji berry plant over there, and we should get a lot of goji berries started this year. So one of the things that's suggested is that you put some peat moss in with your dirt and compost, and I also have a little bit of clay in here, but the peat moss is actually going to help out in making your soil a little making your soil have an acidity content, which the goji berries will really like. So we're going to get started. I'm going to go inside the area of the garden and actually put up this fire ring and we're going to fill it with all the different soil. And also I'm going to dig down a little bit, because goji berries do like to be able to go down really far with their roots. So with this fire ring, I'm going to fill up the fire ring, but before I do that, I'm actually going to dig the hole down so that it actually has soil going down even farther than this fire ring. And that way the goji berry can actually sink its roots in really deep. And man, it is windy out, so it's a challenge doing this video today. Cut open a little bit of this peat moss here, and we are going to put this into the wheelbarrow and mix it up a little bit. And when we're all done with this, we're going to have the clayish like material in here. We're going to have a lot of compost, and we are going to have this peat moss as well, all mixed together. Okay, so this is last year's goji berry. Actually, I've had this for a couple of years now, and it's growing pretty well. It has a ton of leaves on it already for April 22nd, and so it's doing really pretty good. But it always has just a small amount of goji berries towards the end of the summer. So my aim is to increase the goji berry production a lot by actually doing this ring that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to start filling up this ring and getting this all set to have a lot of nutrients in it, and we're going to grow a lot of goji berries this year. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just kind of loosening up some of the bottom a little bit, just so the roots will be able to get down really easier. Not that they won't anyway, but just giving it a little start here. Alright, so now we're going to plant the goji berry bush. I'm going to put it right in the center, and that way we can plant a lot of things around it. So probably going to put in some type of flower all around the outside edge, and I think I'm going to put in red nasturtiums, actually the Empress of India, and I'm going to have it like flow down over the side, so the whole thing will just be cascading with really bright, or I should say really intense red flowers that'll just cascade over the side with some other trailing stuff. So you might as well make it look good at the same time. And see the roots that are on the bottom of this? Those are going down into the soil throughout the winter. And it's got a really nice area of roots on the bottom too. So what I'm going to do is just dig this down in and put some good water in there. Give it a good head start. And I love the fact that this was actually one cutting that I had last year. And actually I'm gonna have to dig down into this mud a little bit. So I've tried so many different ways to grow goji berries. I originally started off with seeds, and that worked okay, but it was a pretty flimsy goji berry plant. But once they get a little bit thick in the stems, you can take and cut like about 3 or 4 inch pieces and actually put it in a cloner, or you can actually take those and dust them with a little bit of rootone powder or rooting powder, and it will actually help it start off with a bunch of roots within just a few weeks. So that is one thing that you can do if you want to replicate your goji berry bushes as well. So again, this is in the it's a Lycium barbarum, and that is actually the Latin name of the goji berry bush. So goji berries are so good for your health, and if you want to grow some really awesome goji berries, apparently this is one of the better ways to actually do it. So we're going to see what's going to happen with this baby right here, and hopefully it really takes off, and also hopefully those nasturtiums actually keep in a lot of the moisture too, because the leaves will be protecting the soil from drying out too much. Though goji berries can really stand a lot of dryness, so don't be too afraid of that if the soil is getting a little bit dry. Anyway, I will do an update when this thing is in its prime and actually producing berries and growing really well. So I hope this is something that can kind of ignite the fire in the spring for getting out there and trying some new things if you've not tried this before, or if you have tried this and you want to try to make it a little bit better. So also the Michigan gardener helped inspire this video as well, and he gave some tips of different things you can do. One of the things that you can do is actually add a all-purpose fertilizer, so it's really well balanced and it doesn't have too much NPK where it's imbalanced in any way. So that's one thing that you can put into the soil too. Just kind of rough it up a little bit and let it sink in, or you could have like mixed it right from the start as well. So This is Steve, and I am with True Health, and I hope you like this episode. Please like and subscribe, and I will hope to see you in the future in many videos coming up this spring and summer. So I hope you're well and have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot out of it, and I hope to see you in future episodes of True Health. Okay, let's produce a few berries.